cultural expert says Amazulu King Misuzulu KaZwelithini's coronation will be a continental celebration. While the king has already ascended to the throne in a traditional ceremony back in August, he'll be officially recognized by government this weekend in Durban. So
ahead of this, Newzroom Afrika's Karinda Jagmohan has been exploring the significance of kingdoms in Africa. Take a look at this feature piece.
On Saturday, South Africa will usher in the reign of King Misuzulu KaZwelithini. Kings and queens from across the world will travel to Durban to witness this moment. Historians here at the Institute of Africology say this is a time of validation for the people of Africa.
Dr. Ashanti Ngidi is a renowned expert in the history of African culture.
Our story is not one of slavery, colonialism, apartheid. Those are not our stories. That's not our only story. We have stories of the pyramids. We have story of the great Ethiopian empire. We have so much great things before the invaders came, before colonialization. We had so many great things. We had systems. We had money. We knew how to chart the roads to go where we wanted to go. We had boats to go down the Nile. We had drums that told stories. Wasn't that innovation? But we have no value system. And so Saturday, the Zulu King's coronation is going to give us back our value. That is one thing I'm hoping, that people will get that sense of dignity, that sense of pride. But they now value is into set.
The African continent is still upheld by thousands of kingdoms, although little is known about them. Leaders like King Misuzulu have been bestowed a sacred duty.
Our work is to help the African royal families, to remind them that their role as custodianship is three things. They bring order, they bring respect, and they bring continuity. Because if they're not there, we can't refer to the past. So it's important that the royal families of Africa, in its totality, bring us order, remind us of the respect, but the continuity.
Amazulu kings of the past understood the importance of unification.
King Pande had a very difficult time because he was long before Shaka, but he was within trying to unify. He was known as a king who always wanted to go out and unify with other kingdoms. The story has not been told enough. The king that really hurts me, his whole story, is King KaZwelithini. Because as you know, he was taken to England. He went under the disguise of going to ask the queen, or the king at the time, please give us back our land. We will... Unfortunately, when he got back, he was banned from his kingdom. And he was put in an island. The dishonesty and the trickery of European enslavement. So he went there as a king to meet the king. And when he came back, he was exiled from his kingdom.
The king was never able to return to his land, which, like most of Africa, had been plundered by invaders. But in 2022, with a democratic country, King Misuzulu's public coronation is one that will proudly trumpet the Amazulu culture to the world.
Can you imagine a child in Barbados, a child in America? They know the word Zulu. So they will also be catching on to what is this current, the Zulu king, you know. So it is not only for the people of the Amazulu people, it is for the Africa.
King Misuzulu inherits the Amazulu kingdom while South Africa is drowning in a sea of socio-economic crises. And so his objectives may vary from his predecessors, hopefully for the benefit of his people and ultimately towards his cultural duty.
I know that on Saturday we are going to be having a great time. I know that Amazulu and other kingdoms are going to come in their greatness. But most importantly, I think every African must spend time with a child. Tell the story of Africanness to a child.
For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Karinda Jagmohan in KwaZulu-Natal.